So, skill number 5, it's all about the wrong answers. Okay, this is I've kind of said this already, but I don't know how to make this any more clear. There are 3 steps to really crushing your ACT. Step 1, you do some questions from an ACT, like an actual previously released test. It's okay also to do, you're going to do stuff from worksheets and exercises and stuff like that. But you're going to do very, very similar or actual ACT questions. And for every mistake you make, for every question you get wrong, you clearly and thoroughly understand 2 things, just 2 things. Why the answer you picked is the wrong answer, and why the right answer is the right answer. And you repeat that until you miss very few questions. And that is it. That is really it. I mean, it's so simple. It's so basic, but it's actually very hard to do well. Okay. And where everyone gets we're confused, or where they kind of mess this up, is this part. Like, do I really know why the right answer is the right answer? Do I really know why the wrong answer is the wrong answer? Like, deeply, thoroughly, without any question whatsoever, without any doubt whatsoever. If you do that, if you only get like, if you make a mistake and you're like, okay, I think like I pretty much get it, then you're going to make that mistake again. If it's, I mostly get it, then you'll make that mistake again now and then. And if it's, oh my goodness, I can't believe how I ever thought that, what I picked could possibly be right, and because you've done a deep dive into it, then you won't miss that question again. Okay. So the tricky part here is the clearly and thoroughly understand part, right? How do you know when you clearly and thoroughly understand why the right answer is right and the wrong answer is wrong? Okay. So many students have a hard time doing that on their own. And that's why having a tutor or a teacher or being in a class where you can ask questions is can be so important for many, many students. Okay. Um, and in order to do it on your own, you have to be ruthlessly honest with yourself. Do I really get this, or am I kidding myself? And unfortunately, human nature, it's really easy for us to just kid ourselves about these things, especially when we make mistakes, because we don't want to believe we don't know things. We just want to think we know everything. That's how we are. So how do you do it? You have to test yourself on similar question types, right? Okay, do I really know this? Well, I should do 10 questions on these types, like commas or whatever it is, and get 10 of them right, right? You have to really memorize things, right? You have to have flashcards for a formula. You can't say, oh yeah, I kind of remember that. Yeah, I think no, you have to like get a flashcard, and you should be able to instantaneously be able to answer the question on the flashcard. Then you know it, right? You have to put in honest effort and self-reflection. So if you do those 3 things, if you do these things, if you test yourself and you memorize it and you're ruthlessly honest, then this is the whole game, right? You do some questions. Every time you make a mistake, you make sure you understand why the answer you picked is wrong and why the right answer is right. And you do that, then you are going to get a high score on the ACT eventually. You just will. Okay. But you have to really do this intensely. Yes, there's going to be pacing stuff and there's other things. It's not just, this is just really focused on content and strategy. But in time, those things tend to take care of themselves. And I would say that even if you aren't being 100% rigorous the way I described, but you're doing it 50%, you'll improve your score, but you won't maximize your score. You won't get your best possible score. To get your best possible score, you have to do this 100%.